first things first, start with a clean face. And then you are going to take some primer to smooth out your pores, and this will help make the paint look a lot more uniform on your skin. I'm just using some primer that I got from Sephora, but any primer will work. And for the actual body paint, I am using a brand called FAB, and the shade is called Ocean. Now, you can use one a little more blue, but I decided to go a little more green-based for Sally because in most of the shots of the actual movie and not figures, dolls, etc., she tends to be a little more like green-tinted, so I kind of went with that. And you are just going to apply that all over your face and neck. Like the title says, this is not a full body paint tutorial because that takes forever and ever and ever, especially with the details, but I can at least give you guys the idea of how this would look. And fast forwarding here, because even though I'm only painting my neck and face, this does take a while to get a relatively even coat all over your skin. Now, instead of eye primer, I just dabbed some of the face paint on my eyes to allow the eyeshadow to stick, because it will work. And for the eyeshadow, I am using the NYX Nude Matte Shadow in the shade Vouyer, and I'm going to apply that all over both lids. Next, to make my eyes appear larger, I am taking the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Milk and smudging that into my waterline and a little into my bottom lash line. And this is going to make your eyes look bigger and a lot brighter and more round. Then for eyeliner, I am using the Smashbox Jetset Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Midnight Black, and I'm just going to apply that with a tiny angled brush. And now I'm winging it out just a teeny tiny bit, but you totally don't have to. I just kind of like the style of it. Now I'm curling my lashes and applying some mascara. Now comes the fun part, the stitches. I am starting with the NYX eye pencil in the shade Electric Blue. Now, this is going to serve as the base stitch color, aka the initial stitches. Now, start wherever you want. I started with the stitch she's got on her forehead, and then I went from there. Also, if you're wondering what I keep looking at, I've got my little Sally doll sitting next to me, so I have some sort of frame of reference as to where her stitches are, but you can use a picture, a figure, what have you. Now that you've got the initial stitches down, you're going to work on the shading and such. For the shadow, you're going to use the NYX eye pencil in black and just apply that to one side of your stitches to give it a shadow, as well as on the, so to speak, entry sewn marks. I don't necessarily know how else to call it, but doing little dots where you started your stitches will make it look like it's actually sewn into you and give it a lot more depth. Now for the highlight, I'm just using a cheap little Wet n Wild white eyeliner pencil, and on the side I did not apply the shadow. I am going to draw little white lines for the highlight. And once you get both the shadow and the highlight, you'll start to see your stitches look more three-dimensional. And for the lips, you are going to take the NYX Extra Creamy Round Lipstick in the shade Snow White and apply that all over your lips. I'm overdrawing just a little bit because Sally's lips are a little bit wide set. Applied some spindly lashes off camera that I'm going to blend with my mascara yet again. And because I decided to add this as a last step, I am going to draw in my eyebrows with the same NYX eye pencil in the shade Electric Blue that I used earlier for the stitch base color. Now, Sally doesn't really have eyebrows, so you can skip the step if you want to, but I just think I look strange without eyebrows. This is the finished look. All I did was put on a red wig and my dress that I got last year from Hot Topic, which unfortunately isn't there anymore, sadly. But all of the helpful links are in the description below. I love you guys dearly, and I'll see you next time. Bye!